The best part is when you are flipping stuff, desktop PCs, laptops like this beautiful one here, and nothing is being returned, because when items are being returned, it's not going to be good. You're not going to feel this joy that comes from flipping stuff for profit. I won't kid you. It's a lot of fun to flip items like this. This Dell Latitude 5400 was bought off a friend, and this was one of the the many items I auctioned off last week on eBay. Because if you are not aware, eBay Live is right now in Germany. I'm just going to go ahead and see for how much this particular stuff was auctioned at, and you're going to be shocked at what people can actually get on an eBay Live auction. Guys, if you are also having difficulties right now, not knowing where to source for inventories, one very good place I can recommend you, of course, I have not really tried it myself, but the fact that I brought out items on this, eBay Live, and these items were sold so quick. Guys, let me shock you. This Dell Latitude 14 inches laptop was sold for 37 euros, including shipping. And the hard drive on this PC is 256 gigabyte SSD with 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. If that doesn't shock you enough, this is a PC with an Intel Core i5, the 8th generation. This is one of the beautiful things that you can actually get on eBay Live. This PC is not defective in any way. As a matter of fact, I just tried it again to be sure that it's fully functional, and the PC or the laptop comes with its charger right here. Guys, this is one beautiful thing that you can actually get on an eBay Live auction. I'm aware that it's not only laptops that you can get or electronics. You can actually get clothing, you can get books, you can get kitchen utensils, you can get pretty much everything that can be bought on eBay also on a live auction. You just have to be smart enough to know when, if I go onto eBay Live right now, let me just take a look. If I say eBay Live, it's going to give me a kind of a schedule of the different categories where people have already marked their live auction. You see, people are even live right now. If I take a look, different categories, we are looking at trading and game cards, luxury fashions, toys, fashion, sport cards, whatever, shopping. Some of these things are written in German. Coins, tech, electronics, collectibles. If you are not so sure where to get collectibles, antique stuff, I want to tell you that on the eBay Live platform, you can actually get a lot of stuff there for pretty much cheap. Like I said, this laptop was sold for 37 euros, including shipping. I wanted to try it out. On this day, I did bring about 11 different items, monitors, desktop PCs, not defective items, guys. I'm telling you, because take a look at my channel. I do not really, mess with defective items, because I just feel like this is not an area I want to be messing with, because sometimes this defective category thing, people buy it and then they see that, they do not read the description, then they realize that the item is defective, they want to send it back and stuff like that. I do not mess with that category, but on this particular day, I brought out 11 of my best, hardware. Talking about 23 inches monitors, 14 inches laptop like this, Dell Optiplex PC, Lenovo ThinkCentre PCs, 8th generation Intel Core i3. I brought it out and I listed it on eBay and made an auction. Everything was supposed to start with €1. I was surprised at how quick these items, sold. This one, like I said, 37 euros. There was a Dell PC that sold for 41 euros. A HP Eli Desk 800 G4 that sold for 33 euros. This is a functional PC, guys. And there was an Apple Magic Keyboard that also sold for 30 euros. A 500 gigabyte SATA SSD for 24 euros. A graphic card, Radeon RX 570 sold for 23 euros. Lenovo ThinkCentre PC sold for 35 euros. A Dell 23 inches monitor for 43 euros. As if that's not enough, a 240 gigabyte SATA SSD for 15 euros. One also sold for 23 euros. Another one also for 25 euros. The list goes on and on and on. All these were auctioned off on Friday last week, and people actually bought these things. And to my greatest surprise, a lot of the items that were bought here were bought by resellers just like you and I. You have to be innovative, be creative. If you are not so sure where to source for items, I'm telling you, the eBay Live platform or the eBay Live feature that is just out now in Germany promises to be a place where you can actually get a lot of beautiful stuff. I'm talking about electronics in very good conditions, because when the particular seller comes online to, to present the items, most times they are going to tell you if it is functional. They are going to show you exactly the way I'm, pulling this thing around. They're going to show you if there are signs of use. This is one best way because you have a little indication of what kind of item you are getting, unlike the other way around where you just see an offer, you see a listing, you see the description, and then somebody tells you that, look, it's kind of good, it's in good condition, but doesn't really declare what kind of, signs of use that you expect to see. But on the live selling thing, that is not the case because you have the option to ask questions. You have the option to even, tell the seller, stop, show me the front picture, show me the back, show me the top, and show me whatever defective, element or part is on this PC, or in this case, this laptop. And you can actually have a very good impression of what you are getting, and then go ahead to place your bid with the expectation that you win that bid, because I want to tell you, it's also very, very competitive. The fact that a lot of people are bidding on these items, just understand that it's going to be competitive. I'm aware people do a lot of stuff just to make sure they win a particular bid. But if you are interested, these are stuff that you can easily learn. And if you are trying your best and you see that you are not winning bids, go on YouTube, ask for someone to help you. I don't offer that kind of training on how to win bids, but I'm aware that some gurus, they've kind of made courses where they teach you how to win bids on eBay. But I'm just saying that if sourcing is the problem, see, this is one way you can actually get inventories to buy right now in 2026. Like I was saying, it's a beautiful thing when items are not being returned. I'm going to go ahead now and ship off this laptop, hoping that the buyer will receive it by tomorrow. Actually, I did say that I was going to ship it out on Saturday, but one thing led to the other. I totally was not able to, get to this, but I want to imagine that the buyer understands that, yes, this laptop is just a very beautiful deal for, 37 euros, and would not want to, mess things up by putting me under pressure and writing me and asking, where is my laptop? But in any case, I'm going to ship it out today. Hopefully the buyer receives it at latest tomorrow, and the buyer is actually very, very happy with receiving a beautiful item like this.